I'm back with another mega physical media deal video for you all. We're talking the hottest physical media deals going on over on Amazon.com. These are prices as of February 11th, 2024, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We got them bangers today, of course, on 4Ks, Blu-rays, steelbooks, boutique labels, you name it. You love collecting physical media. We're going to cover it today. So before we get into the deals, of course, if you want to save yourself some money in the future, go ahead and mega blockbuster that like and subscribe. That way you stay entertained and up to date on all these physical media deals all year long. And of course, leave in the comments below any physical media deals you picked up as of recent. But let's get right into this list here. We got a lot to go over. First up, we're going to have Cliffhanger 30th Anniversary Steelbook Edition 4K and Blu-ray, 50% off at $23. That is awesome. I have this steelbook myself. It's great. The 4K quality is so sharp in here. It's included with Dolby Vision, and this is just a super fun action thriller with Stallone in here. To me, it's some of the best practical effect work I've ever seen, so I really enjoyed my experience with this one. And at $23, you can't really beat that. Next up, it looks like we got some Scream Factory deals happening right now. We got Nightbreed Collector's Edition 4K Blu-ray, 44% off at $24.99. Now, I don't know anything about this movie besides the front cover. Looks like a gang of onward characters, so that kind of caught my attention, and I do want to check it out in the future. I've heard decent things about that one. Next up, we got the Boggins. Probably pronouncing it wrong. You guys let me know how to say it in the comments below. But this is on 4K as well, 35% off already. $25.99. Now, I don't know anything about this movie either, but it looks pretty creepy. It looks like it could be a decent little horror title, so you guys will have to let me know if it's worth my time. Next up, a movie I do know about is Little Nikki on Blu-ray. This is a deal of 42% off at $18.99, and I actually already picked this one up, got it delivered, because I absolutely love this movie from my childhood. I just think it's so funny. You got Adam Sandler in there with all his friends. You got Rodney Dangerfield, some great comedic talent there, and I just think it's a hilarious movie. I like the premise. I like the plot. It's just a great time. Yeah, and I can just have fun with that one. It's endlessly rewatchable for me. So $18.99, not a terrible deal because this one was a lot more expensive when it first came out. So I can recommend it. Next up, we got My Demon Lover on Blu-ray, 45% off. $17.99. Now, I've never seen this movie before, but the front cover kind of looks a little creepy there. So who knows? You guys will have to let me know if it's entertaining enough. But there we go. A little discount for y'all. Next up, we got Godzilla 1998 25th Anniversary 4K Ultra HD Steelbook Blu-ray. We got 45% off at $25.29. Now, I haven't seen this movie since the longest time. I remember it as a kid, and I remember it not being like a super Godzilla movie. It was more like dinosaurs in a city. There were some eggs going on. I don't know. It was kind of odd, but it was like a military operation movie in there. But hey, who knows? I might pick it up in the future. It is a little bit of a discount right now, but I'm hoping it'll get to the $20 range, maybe. But at least you save some money right now. But yeah, who knows? Are you a fan of the 90s Godzilla movie? That is the question right there. Next up, we got Slapshot on Blu-ray, 60% off at $5.99. Now, this looks to be a hockey movie. I don't know if it's a comedy or an inspirational sports story, but you got Paul Newman in here, and he's a great acting talent. So I do want to check this one out eventually. I was so close. I added it to the cart. I checked out with it, but then I'm like, oh, I've never seen it before. Maybe I should preview it first. Next up, we got The River Wild on Blu-ray, 60% off as well at the same price, $5.99. And this has Kevin Bacon in it, and I think Meryl Streep as well, if I was reading it correctly. But it looks like an action thriller of sorts. Kind of looks fun. So maybe I'll check that one out in the future. I was so close to getting that one too. I checked out with it, but then I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should preview it first. I got to start previewing movies before I buy, just to see if I really like them. But hey, it's at a great price. Can't go wrong with that. Next up, we got Basketball Blu-ray, 60% off, same price, $5.99. And I've never seen this movie before. I've heard funny things about this one. It looks like a sports comedy. You can tell that right off the bat with the cover, of course. And so I like comedies. I think I might get a couple laughs out of it. But once again, I kind of want to preview it first before I buy. But these are great prices. $5.99 if you do want to blind buy isn't too much of a risk right there. So that's nice. Next up, we got Ginger Snaps Collector's Edition Blu-ray. Now, I've never seen this movie before. $7.99 price, doesn't seem to be terrible though, but it looks to be a horror movie. I think I've heard some decent things about this one. I'm not sure. Is it a werewolf movie? Is it a vampire movie? You guys will have to let me know. But who knows? Maybe I'll check it out in the future. Next up, we got It's a Wonderful Knife on Blu-ray, 15% off at $21.99. Now, I actually really like this movie. I saw this one in theaters with my wife, and I thought it was going to be hot garbage, but it was actually pretty entertaining. I believe it was a Shudder original, but I really like kind of the twist on, It's a Wonderful Life, a Wonderful Knife. It's the horror style of it. It's like Groundhog Day, but with slashing elements. And that just sounded right up my alley. I really like time travel stuff. I like slashers, and it was kind of the perfect marriage of both there. So I had a pretty solid time with it. I wouldn't mind rewatching it again at some point. 21.99 maybe a little too expensive. If it dropped to 15 bucks, 10 bucks, absolutely for sure. But if you haven't seen it yet and you're a big slasher fan, I think you will get something out of it. It's better than I expected. Next up, we got The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, 4K, which is awesome, at 50%, no, 57% off, 9.99. Under 10 bucks for this movie is a great deal. It's a fun action comedy. You got Nicolas Cage in there being Nicolas Cage, which is absolutely hilarious, and you get cameos and references to his other movies, and it's just a fun time. You also have Pedro Pascal in there, who's really, really good in the role as well. And then there's even a Paddington reference, which was just fantastic. So really enjoyed that movie. If you're into action comedy, like I said, it would be worth your time. And under 10 bucks, you don't have much to lose there. But there we go. Those were all the most amazingest deals I could find as of recent during this time of my recording. Of course, there's a lot of deals going on with the Scream Factory stuff, so definitely browse their sections. I shouted out a few of their titles, but there's even more on a discount out there. But you guys will have to let me know once again in the comments below which deals are you most interested in picking up. And if you do decide to get any of these deals or anything else through Amazon, if you go through an affiliate link in the description below, that does give some credit to my channel, and I greatly appreciate you for doing it because it doesn't cost you anything extra, which is awesome. And you get to help support the channel and community. And then, of course, if you forgot to, go ahead and blockbust that like and subscribe. That way you stay entertained and up to date on all these physical media topics in the future. And of course, just have a great time talking them movies. And then if you love this physical media topic, go ahead and blockbust the next one right now. And thank you so much, my mega membership supporters.